At 14, I had already reached my full 6 feet of height. I had a terrible underbite, severe silver braces, throw in a generous dose of acne, and I was beanpole thin. To top off the beautiful look, I was dressed in boys' clothes. That's right, I was dressed in boys' clothes because in those days, they didn't make clothes for tall girls. And so the boys' Levi corduroy department was where I shopped. Now, despite this beautiful teenage angst that I was having, I decided it was a great idea to invite Kurt Hennings to the upcoming freshman dance. You know, the ones where the girls invite the boys. Well, there was a lot of hype. I mean, the talk every day at school was who was going and who you'd invited and what you were wearing, and the tension was mounting. Kurt Hennings. He was gorgeous. He was 6'2", and we were the 2 tallest kids in the class. And to me, that just meant we were meant to be together. He had blonde hair. He just seemed to float through the hallways in high school with his posse of friends surrounding him. He was the captain of the football team, the basketball team, and the baseball team. I, on the other hand, played no sports, nor was I a cheerleader. The day came, I knew I had to ask him, time was running out, and I seized the moment when I saw him one morning before school started. He was actually at his locker alone. I walked down that long hallway, and without even having the sense to do a little chit-chat, I just asked him, "Would you like to go to the dance with me?" To which he responded, "No." No, he didn't say, "No, but thanks for asking," or "No, but I already have a date," or "No, but I really like your outfit." He just said no. A man of few words. So I was left to walk back down the hallway feeling totally humiliated and rejected. A super typical scene, right? Nothing unusual about it. Awkward teenage girl gets rejected by the stud athlete. I'm sure it happens every day. But here's what was unusual. Do you know, I never saw Kurt again after high school, certainly never consciously thought about him. Rumor has it he moved to Alaska and became some weird sports DJ. But you know, every time in my life for 40 years, 4 decades, if I had a situation coming up where I was taking a risk, or was faced with something where maybe I was going to be rejected or lose, guess who showed up in my dreams that night? Kurt Hennings. And no, he was not coming back to say yes to me and apologize that he'd made the biggest mistake in his life. No, and dreams are so weird, aren't they? We wouldn't even interact in the dream. He would just be off in the fringes, standing there much like the Grim Reaper, as if to remind me, or maybe to not let me forget what it felt like the first time I experienced massive failure. One simple moment in time, a lifetime of impact. Now, we all have our Grim Reapers in our life, right? That person who maybe shook your confidence, or a teacher who said, "Nah, I don't think you're going to be good at what you're thinking you are." Who's the Kurt Hennings in your life? I bet you can pull up that memory pretty quickly, can't you? Because memories are anchored in emotion. If you think about your life, you don't remember a whole year of your life. You remember these little vignettes. And it's about that strong emotion, whether it's sadness or trauma or joy, that anchors you, and that was an important moment. Now, fortunately, that's also true for the positive.